Let me tell you a little story about thinking properly. So I'm in Florida. I have been contracted by a very successful businessman to write his book. I'm there to tape a few promotional videos for his book and essentially get to know him well. Now we're still talking about thinking properly. I'm there with my team and we've had a very successful weekend and it was time for me to leave. And so I'm in his office and I'm gathering my bags when my client handed me a white envelope with a check in it. He was simply making a down payment on his balance for my book. I was happy to receive the check, and so I turned to my client and said these words, "Thank you." He looked at me and said, "What did you say?" I was confused. So I repeated myself and I said, with more description this time, "Thank you for the check." He said, "Sit down, Dennis. Let me tell you something." I put my bags down, and over the next few minutes, what he said changed my life because it changed my thinking. He said these words, "Dennis, courtesy was designed for the poor." I was like, huh? He then went on to tell me that the customs many of us use today, pardon me, thank you, excuse me, were designed to let a certain sector of society always be reminded of their place in that society. I was even more confused now. I said, "What? Pardon me? Excuse me?" He said, "Yes, you were taught to say pardon me and excuse me when you walk in a room, which was our way of showing you your bloodline does not belong in our presence." At this point, I'm totally blown away now. I'm at this moment wanting to say, "Excuse me," but I kept myself from saying it. Now, what he said next is what I want you to really remember. He said, "Never say thank you in business." He said, "Dennis, you may receive checks like the one I gave you today, but I receive checks for $1, $2, $3, $4 million from clients who've just hired me. So I'm operating at a different stratosphere," he said. "And when they hand me the check, I look them in their face and I say this, 'Congratulations,' to which they say, 'Thank you.' And instantly the leverage of our relationship has been established forever in my favor." He said, "Thank you softly says you need your client, but congratulations says your client needs you." It is the ultimate Jedi mind trick. It is so amazing, even repeating it gives me chills because it is so counterintuitive to everything I was ever taught. It is so amazing that when you start doing it, you'll almost feel guilty. That is, until your business starts to grow. People don't make money, words do. When your client feels honored to have you working with them, budget is no longer an issue. In business, whoever says thank you has no power. I know this is bothering you, it bothered me, but I'm telling you, your thinking will determine your results. This is a different way of thinking, isn't it? The way you have thought till now has gotten you exactly where you are now. So join me today and start thinking differently so you can achieve different results.